Everyone, so probably should introduce myself first. Christina here from Green Umbrella Marketing, but you probably know that. Hopefully you've been subscribers to this channel for ages, and if you haven't been, just go and hit that little subscribe button and the notification bell right now. Today I want to talk to you about how you can use your social media to build your email list and make sure you're nurturing your audience so that essentially you're not just wasting time on social media, you're actually getting some leads and some sales out of your efforts as well. The problem that we face when it comes to this world of social media marketing is the fact that all of these platforms, they're somebody else's. You don't have ownership over them. You are never going to have full control. So what you need to do through your activity is make sure that you are actually building your email database. You're getting data from those people that are engaging with you through social media that you can take forward in your business and use in different ways to market your product or your services. One of the things that's really, really important is that we have something that is what we describe as a lead magnet. Now, your lead magnet might be an ebook. It might, it could be a digital book, okay, and we can call it an ebook, a blueprint. We could call it a guide, whatever name you want to come up with. And actually, the more creative you can be with that name, the better, because people are used to seeing the word ebook. They know they're going to get an email and probably a series of emails after that. So as soon as you start talking about things as being guides or like I say, blueprints, whatever it might be, people they don't have that little thought to enter their subconscious. So like I said, your lead magnet, it could be an ebook, it could be a free call, it could be something that they're gonna get in the post. Okay, it could be anything. There's a whole list of lead magnet options that I can give you. So just reach out to me if you're thinking, not sure what would be best for my business. Now, what you need to do is when you put this lead magnet together, okay, so I'm going to pretend this is in fact, do you know what? We do something called the social snippet, and we do that on a monthly basis. It's like a little sort of 12-page, almost like a little mini magazine, okay, think of it that way. Now, at the minute, this is free to access under our goodies page. But if I wanted to set this up as a lead magnet, what I would do is I would have that on my website somewhere. And if anyone wants this, they need to fill in the form, okay? And normally it's first name, last name, email address. Those are the three key pieces of data you need in order to identify this person. Now, you could add an extra line in there. You could ask them for a phone number as well on this form. Okay, but like I said, keep it nice and short if you can. Now, what happens is this person who is potentially a prospect for you, you've been posting about this on social media. They've seen it, they've completed the form. The first thing that happens, okay, is that they get a nice email from you. And this is delivering this resource, okay? So whatever the lead magnet is, they're now receiving that via email. And in filling in this form, they'll have also ticked the box for GDPR purposes to say they're happy to hear from you for marketing purposes, okay? So they get that initial email, they've signed up for the resource, they've got the resource, everybody's happy. But you're happy as well because now you've got this person's data. What we need to do at this point is implement a nurture sequence. Now, using something like MailChimp, you can set this up really, really easily. What we want to do is take this person, okay, and we're going to take them into a nurture sequence. So if you think, let's imagine this is a series of 7 emails, okay? Each of these emails is going to carry a slightly different message. But what we need to do is ensure that through this sequence, we are offering value, because that's going to make this person really connect to our brand even more, really see us as someone that's trying to help them rather than just someone that's trying to sell them. So what I would do is on email 1, I'd probably send this maybe 3 to 5 days later and say, hey, thanks for downloading the ebook. I just wanted to make sure you received it. If you haven't had a chance to look, here it is again for you. That's it, end of your email. Now, with the social snippet, it's packed with sort of, what's happened most recently in social media. So maybe the next email I'm going to send, which again, 3 to 5 days later, maybe in this email I'm going to say, hope you found the social snippet really, really useful. Would love to know if there was anything particular in there that stood out for you. By the way, I've got this other resource that might be useful for you as well. And maybe in there, I'm going to give them something extra. Maybe five or so days later, they get another email from me. One of the biggest challenges we get from our clients is blah, blah, blah. Okay, and it's just a very short email that says like, here's a problem that we get, here's the answer, hope that's useful to you. And this continues on, okay? But what we're doing all the way through this is we're giving value, 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 value. And it's only on that final email that we're actually gonna ask for something that's gonna make us money. Okay, so we wanna give all this value before we ask for the sale. And that's really, really important. Now, when you're structuring this, I would suggest we mix things up. So you've probably had emails that are like really pretty, okay? They're nice and branded, and we would describe those as an HTML email. So those kind of branded emails, when you deliver the ebook, use a nice branded email then. Out of this sequence, make sure your sales email's nice and branded, and maybe one of these others along the way, we're going to do that as well. But all the others, we want them to be plain text. We want the text within the email to be fairly short. We want to make sure the subject lines that we use are kind of like, 5 to 7 words at the very most. The shorter we can keep them, the better. And we want to make sure that this sequence is probably delivered over 2 to 3 weeks. What will happen is that as these emails are being sent, you'll be able to understand actually, this person, what emails did they open? Which emails didn't they open? Did they unsubscribe at any point? Did they click on your offer? What else in here did they click on? From that point, from the end of this sequence, you can then reach out to this person because you'll have qualified them. You'll know how, are they a lead or not? Are they a prospect for you? You can reach out on LinkedIn. You can, if you've got the phone number, just give them a call. But in doing this, we're actually able to qualify people all the way through. And all of this can be automated. It does take some work at the beginning because essentially, there's 3 key pieces of work. So number 1 is to produce the resource. So writing the copy, getting it designed and put together in a digital format. You then need to create the page on your website, or it could just be a standalone landing page, but that needs to be created with the form on it to gather the data. And then number 3, you need to write that email sequence. So there is some work to be done up front, but once you've done this can run forever, okay? And it will be automated all the way through. You just need to, once every couple of weeks, once a month maybe, just see, okay, who's come to the end of the sequence? Who do we need to pick up with? Who do we need to follow up with? And if you do that, I guarantee you'll get some sales. So that's it for today's video. Hope that was really useful for you. As always, if you've got any questions, comments, you know where to put them, just down there for us. We'll come back to you. And yeah, make sure you've subscribed, hit the notification bell, and check out the other videos on the channel.